and here's security. And I just bypassed the security door. Speaking of... of course, is stuffed wild quail. I forget, do I have the dining room? I'm not sure. But I really need a club sandwich. That ought to keep me going. Wait, do I have the dining room? I think it came up in the pool, and I kept thinking I've drafted it when I haven't. Okay, so I'll put the veranda here. Good dogs. The ballroom's a bad idea. It sets all my gems to 2. Ah, here we go. So let's see. I've got the I've got Her Ladyship's chamber. I've got security for the night. I've got the nook for the rook. I don't think I have the attic, but there's plenty of room. Also the chapel. There's a pawn, of course. And the knight. I think I mentioned that. So all I really need now is the office. Well, the dovecote's fine oriented as it is. I'll put the classroom in. It's fine facing where it is. But if I start running out of room, or areas to draft... Ah, wait a second. I can redraw from the classroom. I almost forgot that. There's the treasure trove, but honestly, the office is more important, although... I forget what the what chess piece the treasure trove is, but I don't think it's the king. Well, there's the throne room, but I was really hoping for the office, but okay, well, I can go all the way down and draft from the West Wing Hall. Ooh, I got it. Each time I eat an apple, gain 3 gold for each red room in my house. I don't remember how many I have. I can add a small chest. I think there's more on the whole in those chests. There's a ton of triggers. If I drafted the clock tower, then I'd probably... And all these rooms are kind of... I probably wouldn't be able to use a stopwatch if I got it in. And there seems to be a lot of... The stopwatch seems to be showing up a lot, so let's see. Perfect. Oh. I was wondering what that was. Okay, I've got the bishop. All I need is the office. It hasn't come up yet. Otherwise, I would have drafted it. Oh, wait a second. I have to go through the weight room. And then down here. And let's add a few chests. Yeah, there's 4 triggers right there. Wait a second, I did draft the office. What was I so worried about? Okay, and one thing I'd like to check. Access the, ooh, everything's online again. Bomb shelter. Check the radiation levels here. If it's 12 microsieverts or higher, emergency protocol initiate, and all the doors in the house will automatically unlock. Bocce balls. Okay, so it really is 4 times. Although there's still that possibility that it might depend on what specific experiment I'm running. Let's see, where are we? We've got the rook for the nook. We've got the bishop for the attic. We've got a pawn somewhere, probably the nursery. The queen, we have it. The king, we have it. The knight. I think it's time. So I'm not exactly a chess player myself, but I do know what castling is. It's something to do with exchanging the... You switch out the positions of the king and the rook. And I noticed that the word castle was mentioned on where's the conference room? Did I? I'm doing well. Alright, anyway, castling is when you switch the position of the king and the rook, and I forget exactly what else there is to it, but I noticed that the word castle appeared in that one room where I got the power of I can't show you here. It's the power of the knight, the one that gave me the armory. Now that helped me complete the directory. But now I need to switch it to the king, or the rook, and then possibly again to the rook, or the king, depending on which I feel like picking. Ah, here we go. So let's see, security. Security is the knight. That's here. Bedchamber was rank 6. It's here. What was the attic? Right next to the bedchamber. There we go. Oh, I just remembered where the nook was. The nook was up at the upper right corner, and the office was on the right, rank 4. I meant to put that here. I want to go on the... There we go. Yeah, when they let up, it's correct. Okay, and then the nursery is right above the office. Bingo. I wonder if that means I have, let's see, what's this rook one? I may draw floor plans up to 4 times when drafting the 4 corner rooms of my house. Kind of specific. Let me get back to you on it. Oh, this is the queen, never mind. Here we go. Each day I may pick a color, and rooms of the chosen color are more likely to be drawn while drafting. Okay, yeah, I'll take that. That way I should be able to draft more bedrooms, including her ladyship's bedchamber. Now, that's the hardest of them to get, because of how specific you need to be while drafting it. Think of a view. Okay, let's start drafting again, this time from the West Wing Hall. I don't have the showroom anywhere. I didn't have the... You know, the lockpick kit is kind of useless now, because I tripped the emergency protocol, and... all the doors are unlocked. I wish I could spin the courtyard. I'm surprised the dogs did that. I don't think there are any more rooms to unlock. Maybe the dogs didn't know anything about the emergency protocol. I'll take this. That's weird. I don't know why that happened. I gained like gems like out of nowhere. Oh, the treasure trove. Yeah, I've been putting off drafting this, but now it's time. You will need a key to obtain the true treasure of the trove. Well, I've got a couple of keys right here. Just out of absolute curiosity, what chess piece... Kind of stands to reason that there'd be one here, but I can't see one. Maybe without editing black printed rooms. The parlor. Is it worth the aggravation solving this particular logic puzzle? When I got all these gems and I got... Uh-oh. I don't have the the key card. Not even after I drafted the walk-in closet. Put the passageway here. That'll keep my options open. Honestly, if I'm not gonna get the I'd like to get the freezer. I'm not gonna get the key card. I'd at least like to freeze my assets. Yeah, that's the furnace. It's the opposite. Maybe there's a key card in here. I mean, this isn't exactly that much money to keep frozen anyway. This is a classic case of locking the barn after the horse has been stolen. Unless, wait a second. The emergency protocols. This door is unlocked. Okay, the vault would be nice, but I'd really rather prefer the freezer, although it's not that much skin off my nose if I've amassed more hash than this before, and without the purse. I wonder if the emergency protocol works on all doors or just security doors. It may only work on security doors. That would explain the dogs. If I hadn't unlocked the door, if I hadn't dug in that, if I dug in that room and there hadn't been any doors to unlock, they wouldn't have, the dogs would have stayed quiet. Okay, where's the... Oh, it's way up there. I did get what I wanted to do done. I'd pick up the cash, but there's no reason because I don't have anything to spend it on. Okay, here we go. Yeah, this is the break room. I thought it was something else. There for a minute. Alright. Let's call it a day here. I found a lot of items, but the one thing I couldn't do is freeze my assets. Still, I was able to swap my current power for the king's. I'll try and pull this off again and get the rook's power. And I'll see what that does.